Well, Mark, you couldn't ask for a better start for your time here at Keepmoat Stadium.
It's nice to be home, isn't it? And we enjoyed it here end of last season and played some outstanding rugby also. And today we've played great. You know, we talked about last week, we were a little bit disappointed. You know, we had a lot of effort. His attitude was great last week, as it was today. And I thought that defensively, again, for 80 minutes we were great. They scored a bit of a fluky try there after 60 minutes and that. But any team that can stop teams scoring, full-time teams and teams that have come out of Super League for 60 minutes like we did, are pretty outstanding. And I'm delighted for them because we worked hard this week. We had a game plan. I was a bit critical of them last week when I said we played dumb, we weren't composed. And they've backed it up today with putting all the little things right. And you know, it's a nice feeling.
What was the biggest difference for you then to last week?
We were composed and we built some pressure, and the first 20 minutes we were running at 89% ball control, and the first half we were running at I think it was 80 odd, so you know, I think it was 80%, so you know, they put that right and that was important to us, and we just kept doing the little things and been disciplined enough to stick to the game plan. And when you do that, we've got people that can play, and it typifies that we play for 80 minutes now, and you know, the try at the end there typified that.
How important was it to get off to a good start? Kind of set the tone, didn't it, for the rest of the game?
Yeah, and you know, we got that confidence, because you know, going into the game you might have been a bit apprehensive. They might have been worrying about the full-time thing, but you've got to wrap the players that we've got at this squad, in this team, because at the end of the day, as much as we're not full-time, the boys do the miles. They go into the gym, and tomorrow morning they'll be doing the rehab, and we trust them, and you know, we empower them to if they want to be the best, to do the little bit extras, and they do it, and they're a great group, and we worked hard, you know, to get the result today, and people will take notice, you know, and we need to make sure that we back it up with a similar performance next week in a tough trip to Whitehaven.
And John Malloy coming into the team, what a great start for him. What has he brought to the side?
With respect to what you saw today, he's plenty of energy, he's tough, you know, and he made a bust, didn't he, off his own line, and you know, he's just solid, and really delighted with him. And he only trained Friday night. We're throwing him straight in to have a look at him, and I like what I see, and he's going to add something to this squad. And you know, we've got the luxury at the moment that John Davis is maybe back next week, Jamie Langley's a few weeks away, Mitchell Stringer, so we've got a few more numbers to come back in, and then it gets interesting for the coaching staff, because we've got to pick the team.
And what's the situation with John here for a month initially? Yeah,
just for a month, see how it goes. You know, I think he's in the plans of Wakefield, because as we've seen today, he can play, and he's one of them players that if they don't want him, I'll have him tomorrow.
And an injury update for us, you just briefly touched upon Mitchell Stringer, John Davis and Jamie Langley. What about Blake South?
Yeah, fit, Lotto, fit, you know, there's only John Davis. I think John Davis will be maybe next week or the week after, definitely, but I think he's putting his hands up for next week. Jamie Langley, 2 or 3, 4 weeks maybe at maximum. Mitch, we see the specialist this week to have a look at the ankle again that we've had scanned. He's had a bit of a reaction from training and that, so you know, we don't know, you know, that's all we can say about that. But you know, the nice thing is there's people like Eddie Batty standing up at the moment, and Thorpe has been great since he came in. Tonka was absolutely outstanding today. You throw John Malloy on there, so there's a nice combination of players that can play, and when you've got that luxury, then you know, it bodes well for us.
And a word for the fans, you promised an entertaining brand of rugby league, exactly what they got today.
We love it. We love it here. We love the pitch, you know, the surface and everything. And you see the best of QLT in games like this on this sort of ground, and the rest of the guys. So yeah, you know, the message is #join the journey to Doncaster.
And what about Hendo? You having a drink with him afterwards?
Well, he's an Aussie, isn't he? So he won't be buying, even though it's his turn. Yeah, well, I mean, Endo still lives in Sheffield. He lives around the corner from me, and I don't suppose he'll be popping up to our house tonight. But he's a character. He's been great, you know, and he knows they've got some work to do, as Joey does. But he's delighted for us. Maybe not today, but he knows that where we're going and what we want to do, and he's a good bloke.